Do your feet tingle at night? Do your legs cramp up when you try to sleep? Do you feel a heavy, tired feeling in your legs by the end of the day? Most people brush these feelings off. They tell themselves it is just part of getting older. They think it is normal to feel this way after a certain age. But here is the truth that most people never get told. These sensations are not just random discomforts. They can be early warning signs that your body is struggling to move blood properly through your veins and arteries. And ignoring these signs can be a very serious mistake. When blood flow becomes poor over time, the risks go far beyond just feeling uncomfortable. Poor circulation can lead to dangerous blood clots forming inside your vessels. It can cause nerve damage that becomes permanent if left untreated. In the worst cases, it can increase your risk of a stroke or a heart attack. These are not things to take lightly. Your body is sending you messages, and today you are going to learn how to listen to them before it is too late. My name is Dr. Alex Stone. I have spent many years working closely with patients who came to me with complaints that seemed small at first. Tired legs, cold feet, a strange numbness that would not go away. In most of those cases, the root problem turned out to be poor blood circulation. And what surprised many of my patients was how long those early signs had been present before they finally paid attention. The body gives warnings long before a serious problem develops. The key is knowing what to look for and what to do about it. Today, I want to walk you through something very important. I am going to show you 5 specific warning signs that your circulation may be declining. These are signs that people above 60 commonly experience but often misunderstand. After that, I am going to share 4 powerful vitamins that can support and improve your blood flow naturally. These are not complicated or expensive solutions. They are backed by real science, and they work with your body to help keep your blood moving the way it should. So please stay with me until the very end, because every part of this matters. Before we get into the warning signs, let us take a moment to understand what healthy circulation actually does for your body. Think of your circulatory system as a massive highway system running through every part of you. Your heart is the engine. Your blood vessels are the roads, and your blood is the vehicle carrying oxygen, nutrients, and everything your cells need to survive. When this system works well, every organ, every muscle, every nerve gets exactly what it needs to function properly. You feel energized. Your body heals well. Your mind stays sharp. But when that highway starts to slow down, things begin to break down. Imagine a major road with potholes, narrowed lanes, and heavy traffic blocking the flow. Deliveries stop reaching their destinations on time. Some areas get cut off completely. That is exactly what happens inside your body when circulation declines. Oxygen does not reach your tissues efficiently. Nutrients fall short. Waste products build up instead of being carried away, and the body starts sending out subtle distress signals to let you know something is wrong. There are several reasons why circulation tends to decline as we age. One of the most common is plaque buildup inside the arteries. Over time, fatty deposits can stick to the inner walls of blood vessels, making them narrower and stiffer. This forces the heart to work harder to push blood through. Weak vein valves are another common cause. Your veins have tiny valves that keep blood moving in one direction, back toward the heart. When those valves weaken, blood can pool in the lower legs and feet. This leads to swelling, heaviness, and visible vein problems. High blood pressure is also a major factor. When the pressure inside your vessel stays elevated for too long, it gradually damages the vessel walls. Diabetes is another serious contributor because high blood sugar over time can harm both the blood vessels and the nerves that control circulation. And of course, a lack of physical movement slows everything down. When you sit or lie still for long periods, blood flow naturally decreases in your legs and feet. The combination of all these factors, especially as we age, creates the perfect conditions for poor circulation to develop. Now let us talk about why this matters so urgently. Poor circulation does not just cause discomfort. It creates a chain reaction of problems throughout the body. When blood moves too slowly, it is more likely to clot inside the vessels. A clot in a leg vein can be life-threatening if it travels to the lungs or the brain. Slow blood flow also means that toxins and waste products accumulate in tissues rather than being flushed away. This leads to chronic inflammation, which is linked to everything from joint pain to accelerated aging. The longer poor circulation goes untreated, the more damage it quietly causes. Now, I want to walk you through the 5 warning signs. The first one involves changes in skin color, particularly around the feet and ankles. If you notice that your feet sometimes look unusually pale or take on a bluish or purplish tint, that is a sign that oxygen is not reaching those tissues well. Darkening of the skin around the ankles, sometimes described as a brownish or reddish discoloration, can also indicate that blood is pooling rather than circulating properly. These color changes happen because tissues are literally being starved of the oxygen they need. Another thing to watch for alongside skin color changes is how quickly cuts or scrapes in those areas heal. When circulation is poor, the healing process slows dramatically. A small wound on your foot that would normally close up in a week may linger for weeks or even months. This happens because the blood is not delivering enough oxygen and nutrients to support tissue repair. If you have noticed that minor injuries on your feet or lower legs are slow to heal, that is an important sign that something deeper may be going on with your blood flow. The second warning sign is leg cramps, both during walking and during the night. If you find that your legs start to ache, cramp, or feel very heavy after walking even short distances, this could be a condition called intermittent claudication. It happens when narrowed arteries cannot supply enough oxygen to the working muscles in your legs. The moment you stop and rest, the pain usually eases because the muscles need less oxygen when they are still. But during movement, the demand exceeds what the restricted blood flow can deliver, and the pain begins. Night cramps are equally telling. Many people dismiss nighttime leg cramps as just a minor annoyance or a sign of dehydration. But persistent night cramps, especially in the calves, can be an indicator that circulation to the lower extremities is struggling even at rest. Your muscles are signaling that they are not getting what they need. If this happens to you regularly, meaning several nights a week or more, it is worth taking seriously. The occasional cramp after an active day is one thing, but consistent recurring cramps at rest deserve closer attention. The third warning sign is tingling or numbness in the feet. That familiar pins and needles sensation, the kind that feels like your foot has fallen asleep, can be completely normal when you have been sitting in an awkward position for a few minutes. But when that sensation comes on without an obvious reason, or when it stays for long periods, it becomes a concern. Persistent tingling in the feet can signal that the nerves in that area are not getting adequate blood supply. Nerves are extremely sensitive to changes in blood flow, and when circulation drops, they begin to protest. Over time, if the nerves in your feet and lower legs are regularly deprived of proper blood supply, something more serious can develop called peripheral neuropathy. This is damage to the peripheral nerves that leads to burning, stabbing, or numbing sensations. It can interfere with your balance and your ability to feel temperature or pain in your feet. This is particularly dangerous because you might not notice a cut or a blister forming until it has already become infected. If you experience ongoing tingling or numbness in your feet that has no clear cause, please do not ignore it. The fourth warning sign is constantly cold feet, even when the rest of your body feels warm. Your body prioritizes blood flow to your vital organs. When circulation is compromised, the extremities, meaning your hands and feet, are often the first places to suffer reduced blood supply. Cold feet occasionally after being outdoors is completely expected, but if your feet feel cold even when you are indoors in a warm room, or if they feel noticeably colder than the rest of your body most of the time, your circulatory system may be struggling to push adequate blood out to your extremities. This kind of persistent coldness in the feet is often linked to arterial narrowing or early blockages. The arteries that supply blood to the feet may be too constricted to maintain normal temperature. Some people also notice that one foot feels colder than the other, which can indicate an asymmetry in blood flow. That kind of uneven coldness is especially worth mentioning to a doctor. When circulation to your feet is chronically reduced, the tissues there become vulnerable to damage, slow healing, and in severe cases, much more serious complications. The fifth warning sign is the appearance of varicose veins or spider veins. Varicose veins are those enlarged, twisted, bluish veins you can sometimes see bulging just under the surface of the skin on the legs. Spider veins are smaller, thinner, and appear as red or purple web, like patterns near the surface. Both develop because the valves inside the veins have weakened and can no longer keep blood moving efficiently toward the heart. Instead, blood flows backward and pools inside the vein, causing it to stretch and become visible through the skin. Beyond the appearance, varicose veins often come with a set of uncomfortable symptoms. Many people experience an aching or heavy feeling in the legs, especially after standing or sitting for long periods. There may be swelling around the ankles by the end of the day. Some people feel itching or a burning sensation along the affected veins. These symptoms tend to get worse during warmer weather or after prolonged inactivity. If you have noticed these visible veins accompanied by any of these sensations, your venous circulation deserves attention. It is not just a cosmetic issue. If you recognize several of these 5 warning signs in yourself, I want to strongly encourage you to speak with a vascular specialist. A vascular ultrasound is a simple, painless imaging test that can give doctors a clear picture of how blood is moving through your veins and arteries. It can detect blockages, valve problems, and areas of reduced flow before they progress into something more dangerous. Early detection makes a significant difference in outcomes. Do not wait until symptoms become severe before seeking professional evaluation. The earlier you act, the more options you have. Now let us move into the second part of today's discussion, which is about 4 vitamins that have real documented benefits for circulation. These are not miracle cures. They are nutrients that work alongside a healthy lifestyle to support the health of your blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and help your blood move more freely. Many people over 60 are deficient in one or more of these vitamins without even knowing it. Correcting these deficiencies can make a meaningful difference in how you feel day to day. The first vitamin is vitamin B3, also known as niacin. Niacin has a direct and well-documented effect on blood vessels. It works as a natural vasodilator, meaning it causes the walls of blood vessels to relax and widen. When your vessels are wider, blood can flow through them more easily, with less pressure and more volume, reaching every part of your body. This effect is particularly helpful for people whose arteries have narrowed over time. Niacin essentially gives the blood a wider road to travel on, improving delivery of oxygen and nutrients to tissues that have been struggling to receive them. Niacin also has a positive effect on cholesterol levels. It has been shown to help reduce LDL cholesterol, which is the type associated with plaque buildup in arteries, while at the same time raising HDL cholesterol, which helps clear that buildup away. This dual action makes niacin especially valuable for supporting arterial health over time. You can get niacin naturally from several foods. Chicken breast and salmon are excellent sources. Tuna is another strong option. Eggs provide a good amount as well. Almonds also contain meaningful levels of niacin and make a convenient daily snack. The second vitamin is vitamin C. Most people think of vitamin C only when they have a cold, but its role in circulatory health is actually profound. One of its most important functions is supporting the production of collagen. Collagen is the structural protein that gives your blood vessel walls their strength and elasticity. Without enough collagen, vessel walls become weak, brittle, and more prone to damage. As we age, collagen production naturally slows down. Making sure you have adequate vitamin C helps your body keep producing the collagen it needs to maintain strong, flexible blood vessels. Vitamin C is also a powerful antioxidant. Oxidative stress, which is essentially damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals, is one of the key contributors to blood vessel damage and inflammation. Vitamin C neutralizes these free radicals before they can do harm to your vascular tissue. It also helps reduce chronic inflammation throughout the body, which, as we discussed earlier, is closely linked to poor circulation and cardiovascular risk. Good food sources of vitamin C include oranges, lemons, and kiwi. Berries of all kinds are rich in it. Guava is actually one of the highest vitamin C foods available. Red peppers, broccoli, and spinach are excellent vegetable sources. The third vitamin is vitamin K, and this one is often overlooked when it comes to circulation. Vitamin K plays a crucial role in regulating how your blood clots. Without proper vitamin K activity, the clotting process can become dysregulated, either forming clots too easily or failing to stop bleeding when needed. For people concerned about circulation, the anti-clotting aspect of vitamin K is particularly relevant. Adequate vitamin K helps ensure that blood remains fluid and does not clot inappropriately inside the vessels where clots can cause blockages. Vitamin K also helps prevent something called vascular calcification. This is a process where calcium deposits build up inside the walls of blood vessels, making them hard and stiff. When arteries become calcified, they lose their natural flexibility and their ability to expand and contract with each heartbeat. Stiff, calcified arteries are a major risk factor for high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. Vitamin K activates proteins that direct calcium away from arterial walls and toward bones where it belongs. Leafy green vegetables are by far the best sources of vitamin K. Kale, spinach, arugula, and broccoli are all excellent choices, and adding them to a green smoothie in the morning is one of the easiest ways to get a consistent daily intake. The fourth and final vitamin is vitamin E. This nutrient is one of the most important fat-soluble antioxidants in the body, and it has a special relationship with blood vessel health. Vitamin E protects the inner lining of blood vessels from oxidative damage. The inner lining of your vessels, called the endothelium, is extremely delicate and plays a critical role in regulating blood flow. When this lining is damaged by oxidative stress, it becomes inflamed and sticky, which encourages the formation of plaques and clots. Vitamin E helps shield this lining and keep it functioning properly. Vitamin E also encourages the production of nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide is a molecule that signals the smooth muscle cells in blood vessel walls to relax. When these cells relax, the vessel widens, blood pressure drops slightly, and blood flows more freely throughout the body. This is the same mechanism that many circulation-supporting medications try to replicate, but vitamin E helps your body do it naturally. Additionally, vitamin E supports arterial flexibility, helping vessels maintain their ability to stretch and respond to changes in blood pressure. Avocados are a wonderful source of vitamin E. Olive oil, almonds, sunflower seeds, and pumpkin seeds are also excellent. Spinach makes the list again here, making it one of the most all-around valuable vegetables for circulation. Now let us talk about how to actually bring these vitamins into your daily life in a simple and practical way. You do not need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Small, consistent changes add up to significant improvements over time, especially when sustained over weeks and months. The goal is to make better choices more often, not to be perfect every single day. Starting with just 1 or 2 changes per week and building from there is a completely realistic and sustainable approach for most people. One of the easiest shifts you can make is choosing whole fruits instead of sugary desserts when you want something sweet. A bowl of berries, a sliced orange, or a few wedges of kiwi gives your body vitamin C, fiber, and natural antioxidants, all in one satisfying serving. Swapping processed snacks for a small handful of almonds or a few sunflower seeds gives you both vitamin E and niacin without any complicated preparation. These are not dramatic sacrifices. They are simple substitutions that your circulatory system will genuinely benefit from over time. Adding leafy greens to your meals is another powerful habit. You do not need to eat large salads every day if that does not appeal to you. Tossing a handful of spinach or kale into a soup, stirring it into eggs at breakfast, or blending it into a morning smoothie are all easy ways to get consistent vitamin K into your diet. A green smoothie made with spinach, a banana, some berries, and a squeeze of lemon gives you vitamin K, vitamin C, and natural antioxidants all in one drink. It takes 5 minutes to prepare and can genuinely support your vascular health when made a regular habit. When it comes to proteins, choosing fatty fish like salmon or tuna a few times a week gives you niacin along with omega-3 fatty acids, which are also well documented for their circulatory benefits. Eggs are another versatile and affordable source of niacin that fit easily into almost any meal. Using olive oil for cooking instead of processed vegetable oils adds vitamin E to your diet in a way that is both heart-healthy and delicious. Incorporating avocado into meals, whether on toast, in a salad, or as a side, gives you vitamin E alongside healthy fats that support overall cardiovascular function. Here's the bigger picture I want you to take away from today. Your circulatory system is the foundation of your health. Every organ, every muscle, every nerve depends on it. When circulation is strong, your energy is better, your mind is sharper, your body heals faster, and your risk of serious conditions drops significantly. When circulation is poor, the effects ripple out into every area of your health. The 5 warning signs we discussed today are your body's way of asking for help. They are not inevitable consequences of aging that you simply have to accept. Taking action early is the most powerful thing you can do. Whether that means paying attention to those warning signs and consulting a vascular specialist, or beginning to incorporate circulation-supporting vitamins into your daily meals, every step you take matters. Your body has a remarkable ability to respond positively when given the right support. People who make consistent, small improvements to their diet and lifestyle regularly notice real changes in how their legs feel, how well they sleep, how much energy they have, and how comfortable they feel during daily activities. It is never too late to start. I want to end today by asking you something directly. Take a moment right now and think about the 5 warning signs we went through. The skin color changes, the leg cramps during walking or at night, the tingling or numbness in your feet, the constantly cold feet, the varicose or spider veins. Have you experienced any of these? Has anyone close to you mentioned noticing these symptoms in themselves? If the answer is yes, please take that seriously. Share this information with them. It could make a real difference at the right moment. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Tell me how old you are and where in the world you are watching from. It always means a great deal to me to know who I am speaking with, and it helps me understand what topics matter most to the people in this community. If this video helped you or gave you something valuable to think about, please pass it along to someone you care about. A family member, a neighbor, a close friend, someone who deserves to know these things just as much as you did before watching today. Your circulation and your health is worth protecting.